everyone. Welcome to my live stream from down in Port de Sóller on this very beautiful March afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. Good afternoon everyone, welcome to my live stream from down here in Port de Sóller. Now it's absolutely a gorgeous day down here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see the beautiful blue sea behind me. Let me know though if you can hear me or see me. And just to let you know, if you're new to the live streams, this is being recorded live. There's no editing. It'll go onto my channel later. Now let me just pan the camera around. Now I'm on the very far end of Port de Sóller this afternoon. You can see I'm up a hill. Johnny, good afternoon. Louise from the YouTube channel Southwest Sundays, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Sue, hello. Glyn, you are back. Caroline, good afternoon. Lovely to see you. Now just take a look around here, guys. I'll show you exactly where I am. I'm not going up the hill, but just to give you a quick location check. I'm going to just pan the camera around. I'm right below the Citric Hotel. I'm in front of the Citric restaurant. Tommy Moffat, good afternoon. I do believe you're dog sitting this afternoon, so good afternoon to your pooch for the day. Now the Citric restaurant isn't open yet. I think I remember seeing it open last year, I can't remember. But this is an amazing view. When this restaurant opens, you can expect to see this view from of the port. Kevin, Scott Wright, everyone, after this video finishes, please go and check out the YouTube channel, Scotsman in Tenerife. Check out Kevin's channel. He's made some absolutely brilliant videos all down in Tenerife as well. Oh, thank goodness. Thanks for letting me know, Kevin. The picture's okay. That is a relief. That is a relief. Bev, good afternoon. How are you doing? Right, we're going to take a walk down towards the port here. But I thought I'd just start the live stream from this really, really epic view at the top here. Now we're starting to see a lot of the restaurants and the hotels starting to open up here finally. Shirley, good afternoon. Amanda, also an admin on the Facebook group, good afternoon, I hope you are well. Amanda has got a YouTube channel underway. When it's ready to promote, I'll be promoting it on here too. Just to let you know, Amanda, no pressure. But we can see here, we're coming down the hill into the port and we've got a lot of hikers out for the day. Now, in my opinion, it's getting to the point of being too warm to hike. This week, we've got some lovely temperatures hitting 25 degrees and it's already about 24 today and I'm absolutely boiling. I should have worn my shorts. Good afternoon, Richard. I can see you're coming in from Anglesey. Mark, hello. Mike as well, I know you are coming over at the end of April. You're heading on to Alcudia. Well, I hope many of you who have got other holidays booked around the island this summer to some of the other resorts, you consider coming up to Sóller and Port de Sóller for a look around, because this is such a unique area of the island. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favourite areas too. Here's another great restaurant actually with fantastic views across the bay. We've got the Agapanto. Oh my goodness, I can see 111 people on the live stream. Guys, please, if you can hit the thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. It will roll this video out to others. Now we're coming down the side of Repic Beach. This far side of Port de Sóller is otherwise known. You've got Repic Beach down this side. You've got some absolutely wonderful hotels and you can tell that it's pretty warm down here today. We've got people on the beach already, which is just about incredible. Can I say hi to your BFF? Hello, whoever that may be. Sue, hello as well. I think I've said hello to you. Tommy Moffat, oh bless you. Thank you for the super chat, Tommy. Very much appreciated. Already I'm minutes into the live stream. Thank you so much, Tommy. Very much appreciated. Now it does feel like May down here, it's just so busy, and on my way down to Port de Sóller this afternoon I did stop off in Sóller town. There was a market going on, they had a little fiesta going on. I did make a mini video down there on the way down to the port today, so I'll just see if I can get that out on my channel later, just so you can see how bustling it is down here at the moment. Now in my opinion, this is almost, let me just come across this rooftop here. This really does feel like our first year back to normal. After the whole pandemic thing, there's no mask wearing anywhere now on public transport. You don't have to wear a mask on the trams. Everything is back to normal, and we're expecting a pretty epic season down here in the port. And I can see a huge message. Ash, good afternoon. You're over in 2 weeks, fantastic. Dave, hello, 9 degrees in Liverpool and chilly. It's still chilly in the UK. I hope not, because I'm hoping to go home for Easter, so I'm hoping to take some of that sunshine with me. Right, so we're just coming up to the far end of Repic Beach here. We've got lots of locals out having a nice Sunday lunch. Now, in some of the resorts, you will see that we're getting the umbrellas out already for the Easter holidays. With all the people that we have coming over for Easter, but I haven't seen any umbrellas coming up here down in Sóller yet, at least not on the Repic Beach side. Oh, check out this paella here. I think I've got a paella restaurant behind me. I don't know whether you saw the black paella in that dish as we went past. That is a squid paella. It's very, very nice. You must try it if you're out here. Karen, you're off to Puerto Poyensa in June. Well, yesterday, guys, I was filming up just beyond Puerto Poyensa. I do have a video hopefully coming out soon from the area just north of Puerto Poyensa. I went up yesterday and it was absolutely gorgeous, and they're getting the umbrellas out on the beach, on Poyensa main beach already. And minutes as well, literally seconds after I stepped out of my car, I did meet a couple of subscribers, which was lovely. So if you do see me out and about, do say hello. If I do ignore you, it's just I didn't see you or hear you. At first, it's quite unusual being recognised, I have to say, especially after winter. But it's very, very busy up in Puerto Poyensa as well at the moment. We've got lots of cyclists on holiday too. Now, I know Colin left a message in the live chat first thing this morning when I did schedule this live, saying he's coming over this evening, or tomorrow actually, to Sóller on holiday. If you are wondering what to pack, well, look, it's very sheltered up here, so you can see there are people on the beach. Unfortunately, there are no sunbeds out. Maybe it's going to be time, hey, for the tourism board to rethink getting these umbrellas on the beach a little bit early, especially when we're getting to enjoy spring weather like this, because I do seem to remember this time last year it wasn't quite as nice as this. Faith, hello, I remember meeting you last summer, just where I started this live stream actually. I thought of you when I was walking up to the start of this live. Are you coming over this summer? Let me know. I will be using the interview as well that we did at some point when I make a recorded video down here, so look out for that too. I haven't forgotten about it. Brilliant, Faith, that's fantastic. I'm so glad you're coming out. Fantastic. Now, I just saw a comment about Playa de Muro there. Someone coming over to Playa de Muro this summer. You may well have seen my mosquito video. I do have a couple of them. So this time at the moment, we're in spring and it's obviously got a lot warmer. And fingers crossed and touch wood and everything like that, I really hope we're not going to have a bad mosquito season this year. I haven't seen any around yet. I haven't been bitten either, which is great. So let's see what happens this year. Ricky, good afternoon. Are you in Buenos Aires? Love it. I love it that we've got, if you are, I just love the fact you do watch from Argentina. I don't know what time it is over there, but I very much appreciate you tuning in. Let's get some of this Mallorca sunshine. Yeah, Glyn, good reminder about the caterpillars, thank you. You may well have seen the video that I put out earlier this week about what to expect with the pine trees, and I actually didn't mention the caterpillars. We're in full spring at the moment and flowers are blooming everywhere and the pine pollen is out, and it's pretty hay fevery weather, I should say, if that's even the word. But from these pine trees as well, we do get the caterpillars. If you're over with kids, don't touch them, don't pick them up. Make sure they don't either. They do seem to have died off a bit actually. I have to say I haven't seen very many of them around this year, which is fantastic. Tilly in Toronto, -2. Oh my goodness. But look, we haven't had rain for a few weeks and you can almost tell just looking at the water coming down off the mountains. Deborah, bless you. Thank you so much for your super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much. John, hello. Do I remember Hotel 33? Did I meet you? Was I having lunch there last spring? I may well have met you along that way last year, I think, possibly. Now we're just coming up to the promenade here, which goes down into Port de Sóller. If you are staying down this end of town, you've got another lovely beach here. So not only do you have Repic Beach, but this little beach down here is kind of in between the main beach and Repic Beach. It does seem to be a lot quieter down here too. And if you're coming down from Sóller town, you'll be getting the tram, and the tram comes down in this direction. I suspect we will see it. Oh yes, we will see it. It's coming. It's on its way. I did actually contemplate starting this live stream on the tram, but I thought that could have been a bit of a disaster because it's quite an antique thing, and I'm pretty sure the suspension on there isn't too good. Now look, I'm just going to pan over. Look at all they're clearing the beaches at the moment, so look at all the bamboo that's come down off the mountains and across the waterways as well. I can't believe the weather today. I just cannot believe it. It's very, very hard to know what to wear. So if you are coming out here, just pack literally a bit of everything. If you're going out for the day as well, please take a jumper with you because it's not warm everywhere on the islands. And we do have this really cool breeze in spring that does blow over, just like in the northeast yesterday. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I saw you're there. You're there, aren't you? Yes, you are. Paul, good afternoon. But we had yesterday, I was in shorts for most of the day and I was pretty cold actually, and the jumper had to go on from about 5 o'clock. But if you are coming down here and you're sightseeing around the island, if that wind does pick up, I've got it's behind me, the tram is lurking behind me, it's on its way. If that wind does pick up, it does feel very cold too. Oh, that's quite nice, bless you. Thank you so much for the super chat, thank you. Stephen, it's cooler next week. You're coming over as well, I do believe. It's cooler next week, but dry around 16 degrees. It's going to feel warmer than 16 degrees. I'm pretty sure it was only supposed to be 18 or 19 today. It's absolutely boiling. I've kind of overdressed today, actually. Just stand out of the way of the tram. So if you are coming over to the port for the first time, you have to come down on the tram. I'm going to get an update of prices actually. Whether the prices have gone up for 2023, I'm not so sure they have. Maybe they have. Stephen, you're over on the 17th. Brilliant. Oh, bless you, Stephen, thank you. Other Stephen, thank you for your kind comment as well. I've got loads more info coming up for your summer holidays as well. As the season gets underway, we're going to find out everything from pricing, what's open, also lots of new restaurants popping up all over the place as well. So give you some good insider tips as well that we get here too. Andrew McVeigh, good afternoon. It's always hot in Alcudia. It's always beautiful in Alcudia actually. I love that place as well. I don't know if you can see how clear the water is. Look, I'm just gonna, absolutely gorgeous today. Got the Esplendido Hotel open. I don't know if anyone's actually staying here, but their restaurant is open for lunch. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it's feeling a bit early in the day. I hope you've all put your clocks forward. It's a bit of a race to get up here, I must admit. Tomorrow is going to be fun with the whole work and school run thing. Now, if you are thinking of coming over to Port de Sóller, this is one of the places that we have pretty much open year round. It never really closes because it's a working, living town. We have a big residential population down here, so there's always a good atmosphere down here. Lots of people living here. Got the Brisamar restaurant too. I do want to go and check out a menu actually. I can't really at the moment. I'll do it when no one's looking. But even if you're not thinking of staying up here in the port, just make sure you come up here for a day trip. I would say it's a lot cheaper to come up here using the TIB buses. You have to try, of course, the wooden train, and you have to try the tram while you're here. But maybe on your second visit, grab the TIB bus up here, because the parking is a little bit of a nightmare. I've been very, very lucky today on both accounts. I got into Sóller town and someone just left a parking spot as I came in. And the same as I came down to the port as well. Otherwise, I would have been driving around the centre of the Port de Sóller today just looking for parking. So I really would recommend while you're down here to get a bus. I do have a video about getting a bus on my channel. Go and check it out. I've got information as well all about getting around on my website too. I've got another tram. I'll tell you what, I don't think you're going to be queuing along for trams on up in Sóller town. The availability of them, it seems to be a lot more frequent than last year. Yes, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I did manage to fix the car. And it's quite funny because the mechanic actually said to me, he said, there you go, that's fixed it for now. So I'm actually kind of dreading what's going to happen as I go on into the summer. But I'll worry about that if anything happens. So. Right, we're just coming up to, let me see if I can, no more trams are coming. This is one of the main bike hire shops down here in Port de Sóller. It's Tramontana Tours. Look, they have actually hiking trails going out as well. They've got cycling tours, they've got valley walks as well. So if you are down here, particularly if you're on your own or you just want to go on an organised tour, pop into the shop, go and inquire about it. You can come down, you can hire bikes too. And I think that's really fantastic actually, because the mountains are looking absolutely stunning at the moment, and it's definitely worth your while getting out into them if the day is cool enough before it gets too hot. Good afternoon, buenos dias. I can see someone coming in from, where are you coming in from? Belgrade. Good afternoon. Nice to have you here. Now, all along this entire strip, all along the front here, you've just got a massive selection of bars and restaurants. You're literally not stuck for anywhere to eat down here. And of course, look at the views. I've kind of bypassed the entire sea here, but the views down here really are absolutely lovely. Now, if you are coming over for the Easter holidays, make sure you go and check out my channel. I have made a holiday update video letting you know about what you can expect when you're coming over here at Easter. I've also got an article on my website all about Easter in Mallorca too as well, so go and check that out. And also as well, please, if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing, because if you do have a holiday booked this summer, well, I do bring you live streams from all the resorts, lots of videos. I've been living here coming up to 18 years now at the end of April, so I know the island pretty well, put it this way. Look at this, look, it's quite late in the afternoon. I imagine a lot of people are out for an early lunch today, a late lunch. But look, you can see they need to do some work on the beaches down here. You can see that we did have the storms just a few weeks ago actually, and they created a little bit of damage on the beaches, so I'm pretty sure the council will be back down here to repair the beaches. Now I can just feel the winds picking up behind me, so I hope you can still hear me okay. And we can see we've got some dogs on the beach this afternoon. They're only allowed on the beach now until the 1st of April, I think. Am I right, Andrew? Actually, you do have a was the 1st of May. I think dogs are allowed on the beach until the 1st of May. So after that point, no more dogs on the beach down here, in case you're wondering. David, you're saying the sound is breaking up. It could be the wind. I've just kind of entered this vortex of wind, so I do apologise. Yeah, Amanda, if you are thinking of coming out and you do make an early season break, you can bring your dog so long as your dog is off the beach by the 1st of May. Now, I'm pretty sure actually I can see some new restaurants opening down here. Maybe they're the same ones as last year, I'm not quite sure, but they do look a little bit different. God, we've got lots of buskers out today as well. You just noticed the music. Right, the beach down here is very busy. I honestly cannot believe how busy it is on the beach today, but I think this might well be the first proper beach day of the year. I can barely feel the cool breeze either. It is windy behind me, but it's not as cold as it was yesterday. As soon as I get an idea as well of how much sunbeds and sun umbrellas are going to cost to rent this year, I shall also let you know too. Around last year, they were in the region of around 15 or 16 euros, depending on where you were renting or which beach you're going to on the island. So let's see if they've put those prices up. I really hope not. Just seeing some friends of mine. Now we've got some little shops down here. We've got a parking area around here, but we've got some like shops around this area too as you come into the port. Make sure you dive off the side streets here. Even if you're just coming down here for the day, make sure you explore the side streets. Sometimes you can find a better value meal that's not right on the front if you're coming here on the budget. Are the hotels cheaper than Magaluf? Oh my goodness, it's like where is cheap on the island this year? It seems to me they've put the prices up just about everywhere. Whether you're staying in Magaluf, Calamilor or Port de Sóller. I've yet to find a good value resort actually. I think if you are still looking to book, the cheapest way to come out here this summer is going to be by package holiday. Have a look at, I think Jet2 have won the award for being the cheapest package holiday company. I just do have a top tip for you though, if you are searching for your holiday. If you do have a VPN or you do not accept cookies when you're searching, just simply because it'll record any searches you make and then you go back and search again, and then the price goes up. So pop that VPN on, make sure you're not logged into any kind of Gmail account or anything like that to try and secure the best price. The airlines do use that kind of cookie tactic as well, some of them do anyway. And next thing you know, the holiday that you wanted that seemed reasonable has suddenly gone up by another €100. Ah, look, I have a top tip here. Who's Stephen? You're saying Sóller is cheaper. Now, Sóller is just down the coast. It's next to Sacoma. It's down from Calabona, Calamilor way. The beach down there is obviously beautiful and lovely as well. You might want to consider checking that out for a destination as well if you're looking for a good value stay. Now, I'm just going to come up round the back here. Let's have a... If you are coming into the port and you are taking the tram down from Sóller town, and this is the station. This is where you're coming in. Got this really old station building here. It's so cute. Now these trains do go backwards and forwards really regularly too. And if you are waiting, then look, there's an amazing ice cream shop here, which I'm going to be heading on into after this live stream actually, on my way back to the car. First ice cream of the season. But all around this area, right next to the little tram station here, you've got other tour companies too. There's a little kind of tourist information place here. Actually, look, we've got some prices. I can tell you how much the prices are. Or can I? Let me have a look. Okay, I've got times here. So basically the trams run every hour more or less throughout the day, and they haven't put their prices on there. That's a little bit disappointing. Last year it was around €7 to get down from the port. I hope it's about the same this year. A lot of places do seem to be putting their prices up for the sake of putting prices up, just because everyone is. Let's hope that the tram company isn't. Oh, I've just seen a flurry of comments pop up here. Caroline and Michael, good afternoon. I've just seen you pop up. Faith, thank you for having a look on Google for me. €8 each way to go on the tram. Okay, so it has gone up. It's €1 more expensive than it was last year. That's quite nice. You're commenting as well. You found a good deal for Santa Ponsa, €780 for two. Staying at the Verdemar, brilliant. That sounds good. Also, guys, as well, if you're self-packaging, you're self-catering, and you're putting together your own stay, I've just booked flights back to the UK for a couple of weeks' time, actually for Easter. And our flights to and from Bristol were €100 each. So there's some really good deals out there at the moment, and EasyJet, I think I've got a sale on too. So if you are looking for a quick breakdown here, you can find one, and it needn't cost the earth either. Now it's absolutely rammed down here. It is so busy. It's so incredibly busy. Now, of course, this is a Sunday, so you've got all the locals coming out for Sunday lunch. I've already seen about 6 people I know, actually, so half the island seems to be up here today. If you are coming up here for a Sunday lunch, if you're coming up here for the day and you haven't booked a table in the restaurant, then do a little bit of research online first. First thing you should do is maybe just come and book that restaurant, or just book it a few days in advance if you're coming on a Sunday, because as you can see, it is super busy. Oh, we've got a paella price here. I'm outside the Albatross here. A paella mixer, which is like meat and fish, is €18.50 per person. Sunday is paella day, so you can expect there to be lots of fresh fish down here, particularly because it is a port too. You get the fishing boats going out down here. You've got 5 mixed tapas dishes down here as well, €16.50 per person too. I see a Spanish hen party as well. Look at this, guys. Look, it's not just Magaluf where you get the hen parties. You'll have the Mickey Mouse Disney ears on down there. I can see the bride too. Now, if you are spending a little bit longer up here in Port de Sóller, this is a great place as well to get a fantastic tour on the north of the island. You can get a boat over to Sacolobra, Torrent de País as well. It's very, very beautiful, hey. The water on this side of the island, because you don't have the beaches that you get on the south, the water is just an insanely blue colour too. So definitely worth doing a boat trip if you're spending some time up here. I really would recommend it, and I do have a tour on my website as well. It's wherever you're staying on the island. Come up to the port, you go on a tour, the boat tour, you come back to the port, you get the tram up to Sóller town for a look around, and you get the train back to Palma and then transfers too. So I remember last year it was only around 38 to 40 euros per person, so really super good value. If you're here and you just want to do the whole of the north of the island, it's definitely worth doing. Right, I'm really hoping, because I'm around the port, that the reception isn't going to break up. Just let me know if you can still hear me and see me, because I always get a little bit nervous around here. Get very patchy coverage down here in Port de Sóller. Just seen a question here, do we need to wear face masks on public transport? No, we do not. All that has gone, all the COVID restrictions have gone, apart from if you go into a medical centre or if you go into a chemist or a dentist, they will give you need to take a mask with you. If you don't have a mask with you, they will give you one in 99.9% of cases. So all the COVID restrictions have now been lifted now, thank goodness. So everything is pretty much back to normal, and it's just those medical centres where you do need to have that mask. But of course they know no one's going to know that or remember that, so I wouldn't worry too much if you're coming over here. I've got another few restaurants over here as well. I've got the Cantina Marina. They've got pescados, they've got fish dishes. Oh, this looks amazing actually. I think you can get, actually, this looks really good. Okay, it's very expensive. You've got grilled fish and shellfish for 2 people, 80 euros. It's pricey, but I can pretty much bet that everything served in that restaurant is caught just off the coast here. Let's up here. Right, see if I can walk backwards so you're not looking at the steps. Yes, Stephen, there seems to be many more restaurants open this year. Some of them didn't open last year. Now it is, thank you Amanda, I've just seen a request for the weather forecast today. The weather forecast that we have today, we've got highs of 24 degrees, it feels warmer. I have to say I'm absolutely boiling. It is a lot warmer than 24 degrees. There's a very mild wind blowing. It's a cool wind, thank goodness. But it is very, very warm, and we've got this lovely weather extending on through the week. We may have a few cloudy days. I can't see any rain on the horizon. Any rain that is forecast further into April, I really wouldn't worry too much about that until we see it. I've just seen a question here. When am I in Palma Nova? Right, next weekend. I'm pretty sure every single YouTuber is going to be in Palma Nova next weekend. I'm going to be down there probably as well. I'll have to do a local live next weekend because be doing stuff with my daughter next weekend, so I'll probably just stay local. But yeah, pop it in your calendars. I'll be down in Palma Nova, hopefully next weekend. Yeah, Stephen, it's not 21 degrees in the shade. I'm absolutely, you'll see in a minute when I flip the camera around, I'm literally walking around looking like a strawberry. It's so hot. That's why you haven't seen me again in this live. I think the shock of summer or spring descending, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to for many of us. Oh, look here, look at this restaurant here. We've got dinner with live music too. So many restaurants around here with such a fantastic atmosphere. Let's go around the back here. I'm just going to sneak past. We've got some lovely old traditional restaurants here. And the wonderful thing about Port de Sóller as well is that you do have this old town feel too. It doesn't feel like it's just been built. Ian in Newcastle, good afternoon. Andrew, thank you very much. Now, with the caterpillars that I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, here's a pine tree. These are the deadly pine trees that we can see with all the pollen. I can't actually see any caterpillars, so I can see lots have been stamped on, but I can't see any active ones at the moment. So I think hopefully we're coming to the end of caterpillar season with the pollen coming out, so that tends to get rid of them as well. Lee, good afternoon. Oh, Lee, thank you so much. I'm going to need that cool drink after this. Thank you. Right, I'm gonna let me sneak through this restaurant here. I'm gonna run through. I see lots of paella being served this afternoon. Lots of it. Hold on, let me have a. Stephen, I can just see you've commented. Stephen, bless you, don't worry. I really appreciate you commenting anyway, or being able to comment. Now, this is a fantastic place to eat. Just check out the views that we have across the bay here as well. Got a little side street coming down the back of Sóller. I know I've got some hotels up the hill here. But look, everything, we've got paellas as well being served down here. So if you are visiting for the day, got a good paella menu and a fresh fish menu too. No prices either on that board. Always makes me a little suspicious when you don't see a price actually on the board, because it's always good to get an idea of how much a meal is before you sit down and they bring you a drink. Andrew, is it wheelchair friendly? A very good question. I would say yes, it is wheelchair friendly if you are coming across from Repik Beach. Obviously not where I've just come up the steps, but you can pretty much stay flat along the promenade. I think it's a wonderful place to come if you are a wheelchair user. I don't know about the tram, whether they're equipped to take wheelchairs or not. I will find that out though. It's a good question. The only thing I would say, I'm just looking at the bricking on the floor here. If you are in a wheelchair or you're bringing over someone with a wheelchair, is that you do have this kind of like bricky flooring. Someone actually commented on my channel a while back saying if you don't have the suspension in the wheelchair, it does get very, very bumpy. It's a little bit less so. Over here you do have kind of flat tiles around this area. Let's go down the back and have a look at the shops. So I would say it is wheelchair friendly down here, very much so, but just make sure that if you're booking a hotel, if you're coming down here to stay, you get a hotel on the promenade, because all the way up and around the back of Sóller, it can be obviously very hilly around here too. Gail, good afternoon. I haven't seen you for a while. I hope all is good down in Cape Town. And yes, Stephen, very good point as well. If you're coming over in a wheelchair as well, you don't tend to see this in Northern Europe, but the island has an uncanny ability of planting a tree right in the middle of the pavement. So you can be happily walking down the road or wheelchairing yourself down the road, and then boom, there's just a tree there. I mean, I don't know who thought of that, who considered planting it there, but unfortunately this does happen. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Just
Looks
doing.
like you're doing some filming now.
Yes, I am. I'm on the live stream.
Oh,
Are you on holiday?
yes and no. We have a boat in Palm.
Oh, wonderful,
So
wonderful.
we just came up for a couple of days.
Oh, fantastic. And you enjoying the lovely weather?
Lovely, lovely.
So to everyone watching back home, what could you say about Port de Sóller at the moment?
People should be here.
Exactly.
People should be here and enjoying the culture and the weather.
Brilliant.
It's beautiful.
Brilliant. Nice to see you guys. Bye. Absolutely brilliant. You see, don't just take my word for it. There's coming up some lovely shops here at the side. We've got an alley hop here too. If you've got kids, we've got alley hop. So yeah, don't just take my word for it. Come on over. I love this old station building. I'm just going to get myself back down to the harbour here. Let's get back down to the waterfront. Now, it's never a long live stream down here in Port de Sóller, but hopefully it's given you a good idea of what it's like down here at the end of March. And I can't believe it's the end of March. Now look, I'm just looking up this side street here. You can see we've got lots of shops as too. We've got the supermarket, we've got a Chinese restaurant. So as I said before, make sure you dive off those side streets. And actually, let's just have a quick look at the ice cream shop as well, because I did see a few questions about flavours too. Let's see what we've got here. We've got chocolate, almonds, stracciatella, tramontana ice cream, dulce de leche, banana split, orange, lemon, brownie flavour, vanilla. Delish. Let me just come out. So we've got a big crowd of people around here. You can see how busy it is. Let me just bring you back to the corner of the beach here. Just get some final views down through Port de Sóller this afternoon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do believe the weather is not great in the UK at the moment once again, and it's also not great in Northern Europe, particularly up in the Scandinavian countries. I hope that this has brought a little bit of sunshine to your Sunday. If I could send you the warm temperatures, I would do as well. Oh, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. If they had orange chocolate ice cream, I would be there too. I've yet to see that someone actually needs to create that flavour, literally just for us. I'll be there in the flash. However, I was given some chocolate orange digestive biscuits the other day, and they were amazing, and I think you can get those in Muller. So if you are over and you're looking for a chocolate orange twist, get yourself down there. Absolutely fantastic. Now, because as well we haven't had very much marine traffic around, of course we haven't had the tours and the cruises going this year yet, the water everywhere on the island is crystal clear, so I really couldn't think of a better time to come to the island. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you so much for coming over to Port de Sóller with me this afternoon. I'm going to try and have a second video out at some point later on, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Just before I came down here, actually, I popped into Sóller town, so please go ahead and check that out. I want to say a huge, massive thank you as well to the super chatters today. Thanks for your supers. Once again, super appreciated. I really appreciate all the support I get from my channel, whether it's just you guys hitting the thumbs up or the subscribe button. I really appreciate it, so thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna just flip the camera around, so we're gonna get a few more views just to finish off this afternoon. Thanks for joining from all over the world as well. It's always absolutely brilliant to see you all beaming in from everywhere, from Buenos Aires to Toronto and just about everywhere else as well. Okay guys, I think I'm going to be quite possibly over Palma Way, Magaluf Way next weekend. Tune in for then as well. And in the meantime, I shall see you on my next